Have you ever felt that no matter how much you pay on your credit card, the debt just doesn't go down? Today, I'm going to show you the 5 most common mistakes people make with their credit cards that could be sabotaging your financial future without you even knowing. Stay until the end, because besides identifying the mistakes, I'll give you practical solutions you can apply today. And please, if you know someone who constantly struggles with their card, share this video with them now. You could be doing them a huge favor. Mistake number 1. Paying only the minimum. This is the most common and costly mistake. It's like thinking you're moving forward, but in reality, you're walking on a treadmill without going anywhere. Did you know that if you have a $50,000 debt and only pay the minimum, it can take over 10 years to pay it off, assuming you don't keep using the card? It's like trying to empty a swimming pool with a spoon while someone keeps adding water. What should you do? Always try to pay the full amount. If you can't, pay at least double or triple the minimum. Question for you. Do you usually pay the full amount or just the minimum? Leave it in the comments. I'm curious how you handle it. Now, if paying the minimum is serious, the next mistake is even more dangerous because it makes you think you have money when in reality, you're going deeper into debt. Mistake number 2. Using it as if it were extra money. Listen closely. A credit card is not an extension of your salary. It's not a reward. It's a loan with very high interest. Many people feel good paying with a credit card because they don't see the money leave their account. Until the statement comes, and it surprises them. Change your mindset. Use the card only for expenses you can cover in the next 30 days. Comment below. What was the last thing you bought with your card? Was it a real need or just an impulse? Mistake number 3. Ignoring the cutoff date and payment date. This mistake can cost you, even if you don't have debt. Some people pay late without realizing it, and the bank charges them interest, even if they spent little. Learn this today. Cutoff date. Closes the monthly cycle of your spending. Payment date. Last day to pay without generating interest. If you buy just after the cutoff, you have almost 30 days to pay without interest. It's a little-known trick, but very effective. Do you know your cutoff and payment dates? If not, now is the time to write them down. But now let's go to a mistake that not only affects your pocket, but also your credit history. And that can really cause long-term problems. Mistake number 4. Having multiple cards just for the available limit. The more cards I have, the freer I am. That statement is totally false. What you have is more responsibility, more risk of losing control, and, in many cases, more temptation. Also, if you use more than 30 to 40% of the total limit of your cards, that can lower your credit score. Practical advice. If you have several, use only 1 or 2 for real expenses and keep the others with minimal use. For example, a small monthly subscription to keep them active. Tell me, how many cards do you have? Do you use them all, or are some just for show? And we finish with a mistake many make out of laziness or carelessness, which can cost you money every month without noticing. Mistake number 5. Not reviewing your monthly statements. This is the silent mistake. Many people pay without reviewing. Subscriptions they no longer use, duplicate charges, fees, unexpected interest. A single oversight can cost you hundreds of dollars a year. Do this at least once a month. Review your statement line by line. If something doesn't add up, dispute it. You have every right. Have you ever discovered a suspicious charge on your card? Leave it in the comments. Your experience can help others. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You're already one step ahead of 80% of people who continue making these mistakes month after month. But knowing isn't enough. You have to act. Check your dates. Evaluate how many cards you really need. And above all, use your card as a tool, not as a trap. If you liked this video, share it with someone who needs this information. Give it a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because many more videos are coming to help you improve your relationship with money. See you in the next video of Learn Finance and Investing. Let's build your financial freedom together.